from all around Geelong.
Ball in the air, and Hollands gets it down to Fitzsimmons, to Bryant.
Down
over,
goes the
fantastic.
umpire.
Chalice got it back from Marsh, pushed past it by Key. Comes back at it, Key. And the umpire says play on. Still Key fighting hard for it. Gets the handball away, not effectively though. Bolton to Primke. Out to Kane Marsh on centre wing. Leaves it behind. Fitzsimmons pushed him off the football. And then he goes through and gets the handball away. Got a high tackle to the umpire. So Fitzsimmons will take it on centre wing for the Magpies. Got Key short. He looks to go along the line towards half forward. Clark's got a couple against him. Primke. Oh, Clark does nicely. Manoeuvred the body. And then took the mark at half forward, back into Luke Parker.
Oh, look out.
45 and closing, right foot kick. Has it come back enough? I don't think so, through for one behind.
Lucky you. Back to do the job, kicks in short, went forward, and about 20 metres up the field, found Williamson, who takes the mark. Has been quite okay today, so he kicks out wide. Again, target's not going to be hit, but it's player... Carr, is it? Gee, he confuses me in those colours. He picks the ball up, he goes by hand, puts Dylan O'Toole under pressure, and the ball goes over the boundary line and will be thrown back to the field of play.
What do you reckon? He's still playing with Belmont?
No, just saying, I've seen him in a couple of colours, but I just can't work him in that strip.
He's lost a lot of weight in this strip, though, and he's fine down a little bit.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire, Hollands, and also Bolton, but it's picked up there by Chamberlain, takes the ball out of the ruck, fends off, goes backwards. Fitzsimmons runs onto the ball, good pace, just needs a bounce, picks it up, kicks round the corner. Desi goes bang. Desi goes bang, his second goal of the afternoon, the 13th goal.
Pye throws the ball in the air. Hollands gets it down, Fitzsimmons over the top of it. Through the middle, Primke, wrapped up, drops the footy. Umpire says play on. Oh, I smell a punce. I smell it. Oh, he thought about it.
No.
He thought about it and then thought better of it, the umpire, and we'll ball it up right in the middle of St Albans reserve. Hollands and Bolton. Hollands easily down, but only as far as Marsh. Kick off the side of the boot towards half forward. Johnson runs after it at pace. Parker against him. Johnson wants to get back around him, does. Then gets the kick away. Oh, torpedo punt if you don't mind. Over the head of Brady Watt. Sponner's there. Oh, Carr threw it. Threw it to Lockie Sponner, but he kicked the goal. So, quick reply for the Eagles. Lockie Sponner kicks his first. Good play, Julian Carr.
Up it goes. Bolton over the top. Hollands gets the last one, comes forward. Fitzsimmons runs onto it, just blazes away, goes into the goal square line. Toby Biggs was up and down before the ball even arrived then, but the free kick was awarded. It's a play-on situation now. It's gone towards East Geelong. Ends up with Primke on centre wing. Kicks round the corner to the half-forward line. Goes looking for Johnson. Watts brings the ball to ground. Now has time to steady. Goes over the tap. Good hands. Goes back to Reynolds. Steps inside and outside and a long kick. Not dangerous. It's a great skill, and it's found player there in... Gibbs, thank you. Thought I heard music in my set then. I didn't know where we're going. Ball goes out wide to Briggs. And Biggs now steadies on the left foot. Those yellow boots going good. Goes into the centre half forward position. Primke just ready to fly the ball. Ends up, he dropped it, but he's going to have the run of it. Goes back and collects it. Now he's under pressure. Ends up there with Buckingham, thank you. And now it goes short and finds Chalice. Chalice goes short over the top, and it's another nice kick. Dylan O'Toole takes the mark, far side of the ground. So he has the ball, needs to steady himself, just pick out a target. Target's going to be Bolton. Kick wasn't good. Biggs does well, but ends up in the hands of Bolton. So we'll say it was a great kick. Johnson now has it, goes back by hand. Short kick round the corner, looking forward. We'll find Chalice. Loves to get forward to the play and does so again on this occasion. Handball goes backwards, back towards Johnson. He steadies. Long kick. Target's going to be Sponner. And he read the fly of the ball well there. And Lockie Sponner has the ball just outside 50.
That's what I love to see, using the body without your hands. That's what footy's all about.
It's going to be a testing kick, so he knows his ability. Goes short, leading up. Marsh doesn't take the mark. Umpire was sold then. I think very lucky to do so. But Kane Marsh is going to be the recipient of the free kick. About 40 metres out from goal when he kicks the ball. Right side for the right footer. Plays on and goes short. Went back towards Sponner. Good spoil from behind by Parker. Ends up back in the hands of Dylan O'Toole. Quick kick. Tackled as he brought it to ground. Goes into the forward line. Mark's not taken there. East Geelong player was still on the ground. Mylan. Now he's looking for someone to help him out. It's picked up by Mawson. High tackle. Oh, he was given.
He's got it.
Didn't think he was going to there for a minute. I thought he was going to pay a dropping the ball, but it's Mawson, the recipient of the free kick. And Jake Mawson from the top of the square will go back and kick another goal for East Geelong. So 2 goals inside a couple of minutes here for them. will need to follow with another 3 or 4, but he comes in now from the top of the square, just ambles in and kicks through the ball. 1 goal. East Geelong 7 goals, 4.
Taking orders, I think, Grubby. Hollands.
Big Mac
goes towards Bryant. Handball to Hardman. Handball back to Reynolds. Kicks it across the ground, looking for the runner, Schwennerson. Brent goes out there. Dylan O'Toole gets there first. Does it sit for him? It doesn't. Second attempt, third attempt, goes close to the boundary line. Can't pick it up. Schwennerson did pretty well. Handballed it over the top towards Eels. Handballs quickly to Bryant. Jared, handball. Further afield, Hollands followed up, 55 out, long kick, 1-on-1, Clark in the gun in front, can't take the mark, handball, chopped off, good tackle, Miller. The Eagles under pressure, last line of defence, Nyko on hands and knees, got it away, and they might be out of trouble. Kane Marsh in the last line of defence. Just holds the play up. Goes with a wobbly punt kick though. Eels 40 metres out and closing, make them pay, as Darcy Eels kicks the goal.
Ball in the air. Ruckman to go at it. Bolton taps the ball down. Picked up by Key. Key on his left foot. Kicks the ball into the forward line. Over the top. Miller going back. Doesn't take the mark. Ends up with the hands of the East Geelong player and Confe. He's dragged down to ground. Umpire just sits off the pack and says it's going to be mine, which is down. Gets the ball down. Quick kick forward. Only as far as Key. And Mahia's marked. He's just outside 50 from where we sit. Just outside 50. Has a player short, goes over the top, Hardman. So he's just inside 50. So Lee Hardman again to give North Geelong their 3rd goal of the quarter.
Where's that plate?
Hardman comes in. Grubby's just asking for his plate of food. Kick's not good. Don't think it'll even score. It's wide.
Oh. Was that a behind?
Through for a minor score. Not that it's going to make any difference.
I know, but it wouldn't by winning by a point.
So the score now reads North Geelong on 14 goals, 8 they lead East Geelong 7 goals, 4, 10 minutes gone, 3rd quarter of the Granny Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Bowman kicks into the outer side looking for Dylan O'Toole. Can't take the mark. Under pressure from Miller. Off hands and out of bounds. 50 around from the North Geelong goal. So Miller into the ruck now as well, up against Bolton. Over the back, Miller. Hit him on the head, in fact, Falconed. Bolton tried to handball it away. Free kick found East Geelong, I think. Umpire says yes to Bolton in the back. So half-back flank. Goes to centre wing. Lead on from Johnson. Punched away by Biggs. Did well defensively. Got it over the line.
46, whoever they are.
Colac Imperials.
Ballerine, Queenscliff, 61. Amateurs, 21. And South, now can you get us that plate?
Now, boundary throw in over the back. Primke from the ruck contest. And up, the umpire will come in. Ball it up. Centre wing, outer side, 14-8-92 North. They lead East 7-4-46. Been playing 11.5 minutes in the 3rd term. Ball from the contest, Chalice. The handball over. Eels, though, chopped it off. Gave it away to Schwennerson. Brent gives it away to Biggs. Back into the centre square, goes towards centre half forward. Bowman comes out, reads it the better, takes the mark for East Geelong. He's got Marsh wide, but Eels follows him, so chops that off. Called to play on now, wants to go wide anyway. Goes to Marsh again. He goes up, takes the mark. No, Eels hassles him out of it. Bowman, though, followed it up. Under pressure, and Fitzsimmons comes at him, lays the tackle, hits Bowman in the head, Falcons him as well. Gets it away. Marsh, short little kick, wants the safety of the boundary line. No, Reynolds through the middle. Molan hits Biggs through Buckingham, close to the boundary line. Out of bounds, in fact, before you get the kick away.
Thrown in by the umpire. Centre wing, as we said. Ball tapped down, Bolton. Front of the contest, picked up by Johnson, just fed the ball forward, hoping. Comes up, Molan, good body position, or just taps it up for Chelsea again on the run. Kicks into the full forward position, goes looking for O'Toole. Read the flight of the ball, didn't take the mark in the end. On the left foot, steadies, goes round the corner. Matheson back by himself, will have time to pick the ball up. Come out wide and we'll find Van Creeken. So Van Creeken now further afield. He puts the ball back into a dangerous position. It was a good kick. He found Hutchison, went on towards Swennerson. Swennerson went short and found Fitzsimmons. He plays on now and goes wider on towards centre wing. Coming up this time, Kane Swennerson from North Geelong takes the mark, swings and goes to the half forward line. Players by themselves all over the place. Bryant doesn't take the mark at ground level. Support from Podner. Goes round, collects the ball. Short kick coming out. Clark, beautiful kick. Good hands. And comes out and takes the mark. Good rapport from those two today. Podner to Clark. So he has a shot at goal now. He has two, I think. Yep, this will be for goal number 3. And also the third for North Geelong if he kicks accurately. Nice kick off the boot. Goes across. Umpire stands, looks up. He likes to have a good look this umpire.
That's a good look,
doesn't he?
At least you still think East can win.
Miller. 13-minute mark of the first quarter, I told you North were going to win. Goes over the top from Hardman's kick towards right. Got a couple against him. Marsh gets back there. Handball over the top to Buckingham. Centre wing. Back inboard looking for Carr. Doesn't sit for him at the first attempt. He picks it up though. Shuffles the handball to Chamberlain to Johnson.
In the way again.
Johnson now runs through the middle. Goes to the right foot kick. Long towards Ricky O'Toole. Up against Gibbs. Getting back there. Brady Watts. Gibbs off the back of the pack. Watts blind turns. Does nicely. Oh, beautiful. Half a don't argue. Kick towards Ben Bryant. Can get over the top to Dillon if he wants, but he's got Hardman there as well. He wants to go further afield to Miller. Why not? Been in good form today. Takes the mark on centre wing easily. Swings around. Right foot kick back to the middle. Looking for right. And he takes the mark inside the centre square. Thought about playing on around Bolton. He elects to go for the kick out wide. At half forward, Hutchinson gets across there. Nyko against him. Coming across Biggs. They've got 3-on-1, so they win out the Magpies. Getting around Hutchinson, left foot kick towards half forward, right, followed it up, coming back the other way, Confey, right over the top to Podner, under pressure, can he get around one? He does, gets around again, don't argue, he got rid of the ball just in time, the Eagles with the numbers. Chalice gets it away, quickly to Primke, under pressure, inside defensive 50, held to him, the umpire, well, they're both looking at each other, the umpires.
Yeah,
now,
3 or 4 times,
yeah.
you know.
So ball up, 40 out from the North Geelong goal, Primke. From the ruck contest, gets it away to Confey by hand to Marsh. Across to Julian Carr. Julian Carr now goes, oh my God. Julian Carr goes to Chalice.
Oh, God.
Chalice gets it away quickly to Johnson on centre wing.
Right.
Settle down, boys. Looks like I'm going to be doing
all the best, Jason.
I'm going to be doing a bit of work here in the next 20 minutes. So Johnson's got it at half back. Oh, God.
His kid is no good, but his heart might be strong after this, I'll tell you.
Can you take your headsets off? I don't want to hear the crunching. Through the middle, Reynolds, Boland goes through, gets the kick away somehow. Only as far, though, as Van Creeken, who stands under it and takes the mark. At half back for the Magpies. Goes wide to Miller. Takes the mark. True half back flank. Drives it long to half forward. Biggs, fourth in line, goes up off the back of the pack. Through the middle, Johnson. His handball to Dylan O'Toole. Picks it up, looking for a handball outboard. Gives it to Marsh. Johnson gives him a shepherd. Goes long. Oh, Miller just chops it off, easy as you like. Goes backwards to Maffo. Inside defensive 50. Plays on, gives it away to Reynolds. Needs to get around Mawson. Does so easily. Goes to the middle of the ground. Looking for Parker. Primke against him. Off the back of the pack. Through the middle, Braden Sponner out wide towards half forward, Ricky O'Toole up against Gibbs. And Gibbs gets back there first. O'Toole worked his way, got a trip. Umpire said play on. Gibbs, Ricky O'Toole looks for the free kick not coming. Brent Schwennerson, centre wing, goes towards half forward. Podner goes up, can't take the mark. Second effort, Confey there, handball over the top. Sets up his teammate. The Magpies with the numbers on centre wing. Get it around the corner. To run back with it, Buckingham for East Geelong. Doesn't sit for him. Parker comes at him as well. At 50. Bowman helping out for the Eagles as well. Gets it around the corner to Dylan O'Toole, and he takes the mark. 15-8-98 North Geelong. 7-4-46 East Geelong. 18 minutes played third term.
Dylan O'Toole transfers the play out wide, picked up there and delivered back towards centre half forward position. Playing come up as Bolton. Bill so there, Matheson. Bolton does well. Good strong grab. So he has a player out wide. He's going to go to him, and that's player in Clark. Sorry, no, it's not. It's Julian Carr. So Carr now steps around, goes onto the right foot, back to the left, kicks out wide and found Milan. It was a good kick in the end, but he put himself under a fair bit of pressure. Milan has a chance to kick a goal. Has one for the afternoon. Last one was from the top of the square. This one's going to be a kick from about 45. Taylor Reynolds gives himself a couple of metres there, creeps up now. Milan, deliberate shot at goal. Never looked good off the boot.
No,
not going to even make the distance. Lands just inside the square. Julian Carr couldn't take the mark. Ricky O'Toole picks the ball up. On ground level, he tries to get the ball to his foot. Dan Gibbs jumps on him. Umpire's going to come in. He's let it go, and it's been rushed through for a minor score. 7 goals, 5. Going to go with the kicking in duties again. Has Hutchison short if he wants to go in that direction, so he plays onto himself. Kicks out wide. set Fitzsimmons a target, but he's equal to the challenge. Handball goes to Van Creeken. Van Creeken on the left foot goes towards centre wing. Just kicks to space. The race is on now. Who's going to arrive first? It's going to be East Geelong, but they tap it the wrong way, and it's picked up by Parker. Now they run. There's two of them running straight down the middle of the ground. Parker's just had his third bounce. Goes to 50. Steadies. Kicks long. Unfortunately, kicks across the face and through for a minor score.
But he keep away from it.
Kane Marsh kicks in looking for Johnson. Schwenneson against him. Punched away by Kane Schwenneson. Watson gets back around Eels. No, couldn't do so in the field of play, though. And it's a boundary throw-in. 35 around from the North Geelong goal. Bolton gets it down to the side of the pack. Watson, handball to Lockie Sponner. Gives it away to Chalice. His handball to Johnson. Bryant comes the other way. Lockie Wright got the handball back towards Jared Bryant. Is that advantage? No, the umpire says has to come back. And a free kick to Lockie Wright. Just inside the centre square at centre half forward for North Geelong. He's got Key wide. Goes long towards Biggs, who uses the body, can't take the mark against Buckingham. Van Creeken follows it towards the boundary line. Third term. Northern end of the ground for a throw-in. Primke, Biggs, Bolton get it down. And the boundary umpire will...
Puts the ball up. Big throw-in, goes over the back. Tollins taps it to the front of the contest. Ball comes down, picked up there. Marsh delivers the ball, quick kick round the corner. Went to the advantage of Mawson. Is able to try and pick the ball up. Tap front himself. Kick round the corner to the forward line. Good ball from Bowman over the top. And a ball thrown back in. Taps ball forward. Picked up by Johnson. Handled over. Puts him under pressure. Can collected it and runs. And went to Dillon's way. Went out wide and picked up player coming through. Primke goes short over the top. Looking for Braden Sponner. Read the flight of the ball and has taken the mark. 40, about 35 metres out from goal. A chance to go back and shoot for the 8th goal. So Braden Sponner, a deliberate shot at goal. Will kick from 40, directly in front. Comes in. Runs out that little arc, kicks across the face and through for a minor score on Sports Scoreboard.
Jared Bryant kicks it in. It's Taylor Reynolds kicks it in to Jared Bryant, but Bolton from behind does well. Gives it down to Chalice, back towards Reynolds, who goes up. Geez, he could overhead, isn't he?
Fantastic overhead.
and
he's not the only one.
No,
for the
he's
Magpies.
not. Takes it to short, gives it to way to Brent Schwenneson, handballs it to Daniel Key in the back pocket. Measures the pass to Blake Miller. Can't take the mark. Marsh did well. Molan tries to tap it back to Mawson. Under pressure. Gets away. Got the handball to Marsh. Back to Chalice. 55 out. Right foot kick. Back to the hot spot. Matho. Easy as you like. Takes the mark. Kicks it out wide looking for Taylor Reynolds. Inside defensive 50. Then goes around the corner to Daniel Gibbs. He goes towards centre wing. Got the loose man. Oh, Bryant gets half a shepherd and goes with the kick towards half forward. Biggs over the back. Bowman for East Geelong can switch the play towards Marsh. Primke gets it first. Then he runs away. Told to come by Marsh at half back. Goes towards centre wing. Chalice takes the mark on centre wing. Handballs it inboard to Stewart. Goes to the right foot. Chips it over the top to Braden Sponner. Oh, sit under the top of that. Van Creeken comes the other way. Ben Bird term. Throw in for Miller and Bolton. Bolton gets it down. Hardman, handball back towards Bryant. Tapped on by Stewart to Johnson. At half forward now. Drives it long towards Chamberlain on a lead. Comes out. Takes the mark at 45. And we'll shoot for goal from directly in front. So Chamberlain, who has kicked one goal this afternoon, will line up southern end of the ground at 50. Sprays the ball. Out of bounds on the full.
So Brent Schwenneson transfers play quickly to the far side of the ground. The kick wasn't good and Holly intercepts the mark. Runs inside 50, goes back towards the top of the square. That's a good position for the ball to be, but coming across Brady Watts, being strong in that position.
Been fantastic.
Takes a mark, plays on, go out wide. Great kick, found the big fella in Miller. So Miller now has players running through the middle. Lockie Wright's one of them. He goes longer option, went looking for Biggs. Just toe poked the ball off the ground, went back towards Bryant in the middle of the ground. He picks the ball up and transfer. Good look and spots up Hutchison. Hutchison has first time. Swennison's the target. Just the ball out in front will be fine. That's where it went. Swennison takes the mark, and he will go back and shoot for goal. He's up to his feet quickly. I don't know whether he's too keen to have a shot, but he's going to set himself now. Did the right thing by the team there, was looking quickly to go forward. While he's lining up, three-quarter times other grounds. Ballerine 11-11-77. Queenscliff, Geelong Abbas 3-9-27. South Bowen 15-7-107. 9-5-39 Grovedale. Both games you would think have gone. And pretty much the same here. The kick from the four. Swennison goes into the forward line. And is it through for a point? Mark paid, was it?
Mark or free kick to East, right on the line.
Didn't see the umpire indicate. He's closely watching the player there, so he plays on now and kicks to the far side of the ground. Far side of the ground, and the ball went out of bounds on the
St. Albans Road.
And from here, he's taking his time and steady over the top of the ball. It's a nice-looking kick off the boot. Distance is no problem whatsoever. Accuracy is a concern. So Luke Parker, and 28 minutes gone, third quarter of the Granny Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Kick in, came to Buckingham, tried to give it to Primke. He needs to pick it up under pressure at half back. Gets out of, extracts himself from about 5 tackles there and does well at centre half back. Chips the ball over the top to Dylan O'Toole. Has to sit and wait for it and does so. Feign the handball, gets away from Fitzsimmons, goes with a kick to centre half forward. Stewart in front, no mark taken. Reynolds, Buckingham roves it front and centre, gets around a couple, and then needs to get rid of it. Gives it to Chalice, but leaves it behind. Reynolds is there and right. Chalice gets back there. Reynolds handball to Matho off a step. Left foot kick back towards the middle. Bolton doesn't take the mark. Should have. Biggs against him. Under pressure now. Needs to get rid of the football. Oh, he drags it back in. I smell a point.
Now he's dragged it in.
In the back. Very lucky. He said he tried to get the handball out. And
doesn't matter.
Ball up.
Once you drag it in, that's it. That's a holding the ball.
Ball up. Miller up against Bolton. Miller gets it to the side. Stewart gets a high tackle. Will take a free kick and plays on. Left foot kick. Don't think that was advantage because he goes to Parker. But getting around there is Bowman. Chips the ball to Lockie Sponner. Geez, they set the ball up a bit. And Sponner under pressure. Key rides the bump. Gets away. Does well. Gives it to Parker off a standing step. Goes towards Kane Schwennisson at a half forward. He's got Biggs if he looks at him by himself at centre half forward. And the ball gets to him and he takes the mark.
That's the difference, isn't it?
We'll shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front. Oh, look, he's just trying to hide things now from me, Grubby. You two are unbelievable. So Toby Biggs, who has kicked 2 goals this afternoon. We've played 29.5 minutes third term, so not far away from siren time. He comes in 50 out northern end of the ground, left foot kick.
Well, they haven't come back all day.
Oh, what? Was that a goal?
No.
Well, I damn well thought it was. But anyway.
Bloody hell, I thought it was too.
Point to Toby Biggs. 15-11-101 the Maggies. East Geelong 7-6-48 to Granny Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes played.
He was under it too. He's the one that takes a long time to look at it, but it's kicked out there by Johnson. Took a lot of time to decide where he was going to go. Kick came out to the half-back line. Podner can't pick the ball up cleanly. So it's Confe who steams out of defence, kicks back towards centre wing. There's a free kick down the field for something that's happened in the flight of the ball or just at the player releasing the ball. And Julian Carr got him right for about the first time all year. Kicks the ball short. Dylan O'Toole, good hands. Takes a mark, goes out wide towards Kane Marsh. Marsh is hit as the ball goes forward. And good presence, just hits the ball up and found Mylan. Mylan has the ball. Needs to drive the ball long. Steps around the player on the mark. Goes in short and again. Braden Sponner, Lockie Sponner. Again, they're side by side, those two. And found the ladder in Lockie Sponner. Left foot side for him. Right side. And will now steady himself up and go back and shoot for goal. So Lockie Sponner has one for the afternoon. This will be only his second shot at goal. Steps in and has dragged it a fair way short of the mark and now to bounce on the full. So Bryant with the ball. Looking for some options further afield. Goes into the middle of the ground and found Swennison. Basically told Swennison where to run. Found Fitzsimmons on the handball going past, and Fitzsimmons goes to the far side of the ground. Went over the top, missed Eels. Going back, leading for the ball is Braden Sponner. Went back to collect it, couldn't pick it up. And they're both playing.
The foot off the pedal, the Maggies.
I think so. Primke does the ruck work. Fitzsimmons is there. Gets out the back towards Gibbs. Handball outside the contest. Found right towards Eels, and Eels goes into the half-forward line. Finds Podner, whose pace has been excellent today. Unfortunately, he can't trap the...
Good as the joint in Werribee.
Ball thrown back on the half-forward line. Miller taps the ball forward. Picked up there, spins out of trouble, goes back to the goal square. Nice-looking kick in the goal square, and Bowman does the right thing and rushes minutes. Third quarter, the Granny Side Sports scoreboard.
Kick in by Marsh. Wasn't good. Kane Schwennerson. Handballs forward. Only 25 out from goal. And luckily the East defence hold them up. And there's the three-quarter time score. 15-12, 102 North Geelong. They lead East Geelong 7-6.
All around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
Umpire throws the ball in the air and Bolton gets it down. Tapped behind Johnson. Primke through the middle. Right foot kick out wide. Looking for Marsh. Doesn't sit for him at the first attempt. Second, it was good. Left foot kick around the corner. Back towards the forward pocket. Luke Parker getting back there first for the Magpies. Gets around. Handballs it back inboard to Brent Schwennerson. Lateral kick across the ground to Brady Watts is okay. He takes the mark. Under pressure. Gives it away to Gibbs. Kick with the outside of the right foot was very nice indeed to Fitzsimmons. He runs from half back to centre wing. Tries to get the ball to Schwennerson, but it's chopped off. Bowman in the middle. His kick was partly smothered though. Comes back the other way. Fitzsimmons happy to see it. Need. Throw in. Bolton. Hollands. Bolton gets it down. Gains about 25 metres. Boundary comprehensive so far. Boundary throw in. Hollands third up. Primke. Kick off the ground for the Eagles. 2-on-1. Primke gets there. Kick around the corner. Inside 50. Parker getting back there playing in defence now. His usual role this season. And measures the pass to Jared Bryant. Chopped off by Jake Mawson though. Comes back towards Lockie Sponner. Handballs it to Johnson. 65 out. Tumbling punt towards full forward. Matho gives the free kick away. Can the 8th for East Geelong. Comes in. Northern end of the ground. And puts it through. So he's first.
Wait. Ball thrown up. Hollands over the top. Primke grabs the ball.
Do you want to buy a Kiev ball? Too, Bob.
Johnson kicks the ball into the half-forward line, going back. Parker never took his eye off the ball and was good mark. Key leads, goes wide for him. Hollands is also heading that same direction. Goes straight down the middle of the ground and will have player in Eels. Great kick. And now Eels plays on quickly, comes out wide towards Holland. Has running player inside him. Brian is going to be asking him to shepherd.
Yeah,
takes a bounce. He did. Goes into the centre half forward position over the top. Went looking for, but didn't find player in Hutchison. But well read there by Chamberlain, who transfers flag to the far side of the ground. And a good mark there by Johnson. Held up by Dillon. Had to do so because Johnson was looking to go.
Yep.
He's been one of their best, Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, he's been good. Goes out wide and has Primke. He stops and props and will go back in towards Chalice or Johnson, whichever one. So Johnson decides to take it. I'll have another one, he says. And now he'll bring this towards the club room side of the ground. Went looking for Marsh. Had to be a good kick. Big stepped in the road. Went through to Molan. Out the back was Reynolds, who come up and got the ball. Needs support and has it. Hats the ball down. Goes towards Biggs again. Taps through the contest, picked up by Bryant. There's numbers everywhere for North Geelong. Goes towards Eel. He's tackled. Actually, the tackle wasn't good either from the player in Johnson. Then he went into the half-forward line and he would find Hutchison, who leads up. So Eel's good presence, has the ball in his hand and delivered the ball nicely further afield.
Just keep my eye on Kane Marsh there. He was put down behind the play by one of the Bryant boys. He's been given it a bit, but I tell you what, he took it pretty well. Been around long enough.
Hutchison hasn't got a goal this afternoon. Comes in, shoots that goal. Will go across the face, or it mightn't even score. Kept in by Swennerson. It's either mark or it's play on. Mark's been paid. So Kane Swennerson will go back and have a chance to kick another goal for himself. Has one. Just asking for the player to be moved a little bit back further, and that's Buckingham, who's guarding the space. Swennerson plays on, kicks round the ball corner. And kicks a goal, the first goal.
Up our sponsors, and you'll be sacked from the broadcast box too, mate.
From the middle, Bolton gets it down through a set of hands. Oh, Chalice dragged it in beautifully. Got it to Kane Marsh. His handball back inboard to Johnson under pressure. Did the blind turn, did well. Got away right foot, kick towards centre half forward. Over the back of the pack was Brent Schwennerson. Trapped by Matheson. Does well. Handballs it back to Gibbs. He goes laterally to Parker, takes the mark in the back pocket, chips it around the corner neatly to Jared Bryant. Grabs it on the half volley, handballs it back to Parker, sets him a task. He does pretty well to pick it up in first effort. Goes towards Dillon in the middle, doesn't sit for him. Primke will sit for him. He chips the ball back towards centre half forward. Carr takes the mark for East Geelong. So still 55 out from goal. It'll be a good kick from there. But he has kicked the only goal in the final term for the Eagles. So a chance for his second. And the 9th for East Geelong. He comes in directly in front, 55 out. Gives it everything he's got. Veers away, offhand, still in the field of play. Gibbs, handball. Only as far as Holian. Kick around the corner. He's a bit mercurial, Drew Holian, isn't he?
Last week, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's kicked a goal around the corner, so he's first to the...
Missed a couple somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Well, if you stop eating, like everybody else, back to the middle, right,
We
gets
need
it
Eric
away.
back.
Left foot, right foot kick by Lockie Wright. Oh, Bowman comes out. He hasn't been their worst either for Reece today. He's been pretty good. He chips the ball over the top to Johnson, who's been their best. Gives it away to Marsh, who's been up there as well. Goes with a kick towards Holian again, has to sit and wait. Thumped away by Parker. Bolton's there again through the middle at centre half forward. Loses it. Carr gives it over the top. Holian looks for some support. Gives it back to Dylan O'Toole. Kicks it out wide to Primke. Has to sit and wait. Does well. Measures it and takes the mark nicely. 50 out from goal. Goes towards the hot spot. Johnson comes out. And did he get a free kick? Well, he did. And Sponner got the advantage. And Sponner...
Thank you very much, Grubby. I'll give that look from you later on. Ball tapped out by Hollands in the middle of the ground. Actually, it was Blake Miller who's gone in the middle of the ground. Picked up by Wright. Little kick forward. Went out forward to Brendan Bryant. Bryant from the middle of the ground. Goes in towards Podner. Good jump. Nearly took the mark. At ground level, he recovers quickly. Taps the ball out. Went towards Swenison. Needs support and has it. Handball went over the top. Didn't hit the target. Ends up with Marsh. Marsh left the ball behind. Pushed it back between his legs. JB, Jared Bryant picks the ball up. Goes towards goal. And too much drift on the ball. Goes through for a mine for East at this stage. Decides to come out long. Primke's going to be the target. Hutchison's in front. Primke's got the mark. He's superior. Good mark. And he goes up and takes it quite easily. So Simon Primke doesn't have many options further afield. Decides to go short. Not too sure who that was meant for, but Marsh comes up against the ball. He's tackled. Balls comes out. Picked up by Chalice.
Stand still.
Umpire throws the ball back in. Miller behind. Primke over the top. Taps it back towards Chalice. Picks up by Molan. Tackled by Reynolds, able to get away. Chalice goes back and helps him out. Has the ball in his hand, chips the ball back into the centre of the ground. Good look, found Marsh. Needs to collect it. Key does really well. Takes the ball from him. Goes backward to Watts. Watts back to Key, and now he gives himself some space and time. Tells players where to go and directs them in that way. Goes out wide towards Dylan. Can't take the mark. At ground level, can he recover quickly enough? He does. Handball goes back in towards Watts. Player in the middle of the ground is Hutchison. He ignores him and goes over the top and has Miller. Miller has Podner further afield, waiting for Toby Briggs to move. Now decides to go long. Sam Clark's the target. Comes out and again, that body work is excellent. And he just works himself into the contest, takes the mark. Sam Clark will go back now and shoot for goal. He has 3 for the afternoon. Looking for goal number 4. Sam Clark, 25 metres out from goal. Nice 45-degree angle to deal with. Kicks up and again the wind takes it across and through for another minor score.
Said a word.
I could tell. Yeah. Didn't have to.
Chipped in short, looking for Dylan O'Toole. Over the shoulder, said the umpire for Van Creeken. So Dylan O'Toole in the back pocket will take the resultant free kick. Goes along the line towards half-back. Looking for Buckingham. Use the body. Over the back of him. Might sit for him. He's going to be under pressure. Gets away from Biggs. Left foot kick off a standing start towards half-forward. Tumbling punt. He's okay. Julian Carr takes the mark. Worked his way back up to the centre wing. In fact, when he'd taken the mark, he chips the ball over the top. Finds Braden Sponner. Wheels around. Goes the left foot. Watts in front. Can't take it. Parker did well in support. Chipped the ball over the top towards Rod Hutchinson. Gives it away to Key. Just a wheel back onto the left. Gets it across half-back. And Matho takes the mark at defensive 50. Chips the ball over the top to Daniel Key. Followed it up. Goes along the line. Lead on. Good mark too. And taken by Fitzsimmons. Gives it away to Key again. He goes towards half forward. Miller. Good pick up on the bootstraps. Gets him over the top towards Fitzsimmons, who runs at it. Runs through Primke. Gets the ball on the boot towards Podner in front. Good mark.
For a little
50.
bloke.
Does well. He's got Ben Bryant in support. He elects to go further afield. Clark one out with Watson. Clark used the body. Getting back there was Buckingham as well. Biggs tap through. Watson, no, he doesn't tap it through. Gives it to Buckingham. Keeps it in the back pocket. Kick around the corner. Close to the boundary line. Coming out is Jake Mawson.
Umpire throws the ball back into the field of play. Primkes does the ruck work. And actually, it was Johnson that did it. Went to Hutchison. Hutchison went to Van Creeken. Ends up with Johnson. Can't pick the ball up. Goes back and collects it now. Steps out of trouble. Handball is cut off. And Van Creeken intercepts. Kicks towards goal. And again, it's going to be offline. Through for a minor score. Minor score 16-15 to the North Geelong side. 10 goals, 6 East Geelong. 14 minutes gone. Final quarter. And Watson again, does the kicking in, goes out long, went straight down the middle of the ground, went looking for Spiner. He had the second touch, didn't have the first. Good tackle there. Goes towards Fitzsimmons. He goes back towards the goal square. Clark's going to have the sit. Confe going back.
Oh.
Never had much of a chance there.
No, he didn't.
And Matt Confe just was saying there, I'm going here in no man's land. And Sam Clark will go back and shoot for goal. Three goals, 3 this afternoon. One way or another, that ledger will be 4 goals, 3 or 3 goals, 4. Good work. Thanks, Grubby.
Good work, Sherlock.
Thank you. Kick's on the way, and again, doesn't allow for that breeze to take it across. It is 3 goals, 4 and 16-16, just evening up that scoreboard level. 112, 10-6-66 to North.
So from fullback, Nyko goes looking for Bolton. Off hands, Clark gives it away to Eels. Gives it to Van Creeken by hand. Back to the hot spot. Just sets it up. Biggs. Bowman. Underneath it. Good overhead mark. Ben Bowman takes it. Wants to switch play to the outer side. Goes towards Dylan O'Toole. Under pressure. Takes a very good mark. Gets a Shepherd as well. And plays on through half back. Takes a bounce. Takes 2 bounces. Does well.
Gets another Shepherd.
Goes along towards Primke at half forward. It's a good kick. Takes the mark in front of Hutchinson. Wants to wait for some space and some players to come with him. Johnson's one of them. Takes the mark at half forward on the outer side.
I think he was going to try and sneak a 50 there.
He's going to try and sneak a don't argue to start with, and then the 50. Good kick to Carp. And comes out, takes the mark in front of Matho, who gains about 24 metres on the mark. He's going to have to come back a fair way there, Matho. And Julian Carr will shoot for goals. Hit 1 goal, 1 this afternoon, 45 out, slight angle.
And he hasn't played too badly in patches against the best fullback in the competition, but in the preliminary final, 1 goal, 1's just not enough, is it? No. Your forwards have got to kick. Even Sam Clark, 3-4. A couple of the East Geelong, 3-4, and they're in it.
Carr comes in, right foot kick, and puts it through the middle. So his second
ball back on the umpire, middle of the ground. Bolton up, does the work, gets it over the top. Van Creeken overran the ball. Johnson, who's been good as we've spoken about, collects the ball, steps around, goes on the left foot in towards the half-forward line. Again, Julian Carr against Matheson, and he'd been outdone again, Matheson. Julian Carr can go back and kick goal number 3. The last kick off the boot wasn't a good-looking kick, but it had the desired effect from directly in front. Similar distance as the last kick. An opportunity for the 12th for East Geelong. So Carr comes in, direct approach at goal. Easier shot, but unfortunately has missed it. 2 goals, 2 for Julian Carr. 11 goals, 7.
I don't know where you find it. Find the space for it, Grub.
I found it right here.
Yeah, I know. Good. Parker kicks it in, but Bolton had it. Should have taken the mark. Jared Bryant. Handball back inboard to Hollands. He's handball to Gibbs. Oh, no. What happened there? He fell over, or did he get cramped maybe in the calf? We'll keep an eye on that, Grub, while you're eating. Reynolds gets it away towards Jared Bryant. Half forward flank. They've moved it all the way through hands. Van Creeken. 50 out. Clark on a lead. Over his head at the back of the pack. Coming through. Miller. Hutchinson's there. Wrapped up by 3. They rugby scrum him through for a rush behind to the Magpies. They go to 16-17. 1-13. They lead East Geelong 11-7-73. Quick kick in.
Oh, great
Primke.
mark, Simon Primke.
In front of Fitzsimmons and Eels. Takes the mark. Does well. Gives it away to Braden Spiner. His kick. Terrible. Towards Kane Schwennerson.
That's the story of the day. What the hell's that? Everyone's getting bored here. Oh, grab your partners around.
What's the score, Fred, while you got the music going?
Yeah, I know. Don't know what happened there.
All of a sudden we got music.
Oh, it's different this time.
What's the Geelong score?
2 goals down.
2 down.
What stage of the game?
Sorry?
Well, how far through?
Same as this, roughly.
So from the ruck contest, goes out wide looking for Fitzsimmons. Kick around. Oh, his kick was smothered. Hutchinson's got it. Deep into attack. About 40 around from the North Geelong goal. Handball. Came back towards Bryant. Gives it to Miller. Nyko in front. And, was that Buckingham who came in there? Yep, it was. He got the handball away. He got a high tackle. Marsh off a step. Out wide. Past Stewart and also Dillon. And they'll see it over the line for a boundary throw in. Left half forward, Magpies into attack. 16-17, 1-1-3. They lead East Geelong 11-7, 73. Smith's Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
Ball thrown back into play. Again, is Bolton doing the ruck word. Hollands over the top. Ball comes to front of the contest. Clearance away again is through East Geelong. Well, they had it, they lost it, turned the ball over and ends up in the hands there of Shane Dillon. Dillon goes back inside, finds Eels. He runs towards 50, kicks into the forward line. Clark on a good lead, out in front, positioned his body well. Now goes back and collects it. Podner got in his road that time. He fed the ball back to him though, kicks round the corner. Miller in the goal square by himself. Has Swennerson further afield if he can get the ball to him. Does so now. Picks the ball up, kicks round the corner. High, long. Was it any good? My word, it is. I think it's either touched right in the line. And Kane Swenson. It's going to be Braden Sponner that does the kicking into him. He kicks it to himself. Plays on. Comes out wide to Fernandez. By hand. Over the top. Went back towards Sponner. Needs to step around the contest and does so and gets the ball in towards centre wing. Goes looking for Molan. There with Reynolds. Molan just protects the ball but leaves it behind then, and Reynolds goes back and collects it. Goes inside and will find Hollands in the point of the square. Centre square. Goes in looking towards Eels. Set him up. Over the top. Ball comes to the back of the ground. Picked up there by Braden Sponner, who's back to assist. Confay's there. Podner steals it for him. Tries to get the kick on the ball. Doesn't go too far. Ends up with Bryant. Doesn't have it. Grabbed by the hand. Handball comes out towards Podner. He's taken high.
Ripped his head off, umpire.
It's going to be a free kick to Blake Podner. And he will go back and have a shot for a goal.
We've got plenty of cushion on there with the, what is it, Rastafarian dreadlocks.
Hasn't troubled the scoreboard this afternoon. Goes back and has his first deliberate shot at goal.
And yet for a small forward, you want him to kick goals, but he's actually played pretty well. He's led up well and dished the ball off well.
So Podner now comes in 30 metres out, almost directly in front. That's a nice looking kick off the boot.
Round.
That's allowing for everything you need to allow for. 17 goals, 18 now.
This kick, so nick off before I flatten you.
Back to the middle, Bolton. Rove by Dillon. Fresh air shot. Biggs through the middle.
Did you see him last week? He snuck off like a snivelling dog, and he comes in today when they're winning. Wow, you hero.
You know he's a
Phil
front runner. You know
no wonder no one likes him.
Goes back. Hollands and Fitzsimmons. Gets it down in the middle. And the umpire will come in and do it all again. Third ball up. 24 minutes played. Please, timekeepers, be gentle.
Well, if it's KO there today, I reckon he'd have rung it about 10 minutes ago.
Daniel Key got a high tackle. We'll take it from the middle. Been good today, Daniel Key, for the Magpies.
He has.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, there hasn't been too many poor players for him.
Short kick to Fitzsimmons. Plays on. Goes short to Kane Schwennerson. He goes towards the Eels. Up against Buckingham. Marsh comes across as well. Short little kick to Braden Sponner at half back. Kick towards centre wing. Reynolds comes out. Gives it to Fitzsimmons by hand. Kick around the corner. Back to half forward. Key goes up. Taps it down. Back towards Eels. Over the shoulder, said the umpire. Buckingham will take the free kick for the Eagles at half back. Handballs it away to Marsh.
Well, I don't know what that was for.
Lateral kick, dangerous to Nyko, over the head, Biggs. You get around, handballs it back to Key, 55 out, tries to drill the pass to Kane Schwennerson. Kane Marsh gets it. Handballs over top to Stewart. He gets run down by Podner, but gets his kick away towards centre half forward. Maffo just takes the mark on centre wing if you don't mind. Chips the ball over the top to Dillon. Centre half forward, tries to draw the pass in. Fernandez backs himself, then drops the mark. Gibbs runs around, 45 out. Kick was partly smothered. Nyko picks it up on the half volley. He goes back towards centre wing with a long kick, looking for Dylan O'Toole. Out in front of him and Wright. Sits though for Wright, who turns around quicker. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Handballs it back to Brent Schwennerson under pressure. Handball not going anywhere. in the whole end. Gets around. Does well. Right foot kick. Long towards half forward. On a long lead coming out. Mawson. Can't take it with him. Molan needs to pick it up. Tries to now under pressure. Got to push in the back. Umpire said play on. Handball back inboard. Did pretty well. Holian. And left foot kick kicks a goal.
16 points. That's no good. Ball up in the air. Down. Ball picked up by Primke. Went looking for, trying to find Johnson, intercepted there, and it's ended up with Holian, goes towards Key, comes out of the middle of the ground, kicks into the half-forward line. Podner doesn't take the mark, gets through a contest, out the back of the door. It's Buckingham, he can't take possession of it. Nyko does, ends up back in the hands of Buckingham, who kicks back looking for Bolton. Holland's in front, ball gets to the back of the contest, picked up by Dillon, gets out of trouble, went forward with a kick, short, over the top to Biggs. Biggs couldn't trap it. It's Nyko at ground level, picks it up. He's got good hand strength there because he held onto the ball. Looks for the feed out. Bends up in the hands of Podner. Podner just rips it out. Kicks to the goal square. Clark. Oh, one over the top of the head. Would have been sensational goal, but that's his fifth behind. 17 goals, 19, 12-7 East Geelong. 28 minutes gone. Final quarter. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Who's won the battle between the two ruckmen, Hollands and Bolton? It's been pretty close.
It has, actually. Well, there's a push in the back. Oh, geez, Brady Watts got away with a push in the back there to Ben Bolton. I don't know. Yeah, it's been pretty close.
Yeah.
0-0 draw.
Yeah, all right.
Brady Watts, 60 out from goal. Oh, terrible torpedo punt. Goes towards Sam Clark, up against a couple. Marsh, where he's going to run it through for a try. He's done well.
He only just got there too. He's out on his feet, Kane Marsh.
He had a 17-19. 17-20, 122, North Geelong, East Geelong 12-7, 79. Plenty gone in the final term. Ring the siren for God's sake.
Ball's in the hands of Primke on the far side of the ground. Bit slow getting up, Simon Primke. Got a bit of touch of cramp there, I think. So with not too much to play for, might just take his time. And will be called to play on there by the umpire. Plays on, goes right, round the boundary line. Half forward line looking for Julian Carr. He's in front. Good position on Matheson this time, and he wins a free kick. So Julian Carr just slowing things down even more now. Last couple of minutes of this game. And the ball's in the forward line. We've just heard Geelong have been beaten at Clinia Park. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened today.
It'll be the last bloody
final
they won at Simmons Stadium, won't it?
Hollien from the boundary line kicks back towards the square, and that's all. I thought that was going to be his third, so it's through for a minor score for him.
No. Short kick in, Parker. Oh, he's turned it over, and Bowman, who deserves a goal. He's played pretty well today, Ben Bowman.
He has.
Will shoot for goal from 30 out directly in front. I think Whale knows who it is too, you know. Who's coming out?
Certainly.
Yep.
Stanley.
So Ben Bowman, 30 out from goal. Oh, geez, he loves the punts, that bloke. The goal umpire, doesn't he? Look, he moves straight back.
To the ground, up it goes. Collins over the top, knocks the ball down, picked up there by Stewart coming off the wing, handballs to Marsh, back to Bolton. Bolton kicks into the half-forward line, Gibbs in front, good strong mark. So Dan Gibbs steadies himself. Hutchison's about 5 metres away. I didn't think he'd be paid a mark even if he did go there, so he goes short. Mark comes up, Benny Bryan takes the mark as the siren sounds to end the final quarter here at St.Albans. We'll see North Geelong go out 17-20, 100.